in our national perspective. All of us, every single one in this room, has been influenced, taught, learned a lot from women in their lives. Mothers, sisters, wives. As Rijuji said, of course, Prime Minister and myself don't have that wife issue. So we don't get that input, but we have our mothers and our sisters. Yesterday, I was watching my sister achieve something that, in 5 minutes, achieve something that I have not been able to do in maybe 20 years of my political career, which was to make Mr. Amit Shah ji smile. There's something that I also need to practice and learn, and I was feeling very proud as an older brother as she was doing that, delivering the speech in a way that is different than mine, of course. I remember when I was a little boy, I used to be very scared of the darkness. And we used to have this huge dog who used to attack my sister and me all the time. So we were very scared of going out into the garden at night. We were scared of the dog. And one day my grandmother somehow found out about this. And I'm saying this because this was one of the most powerful lessons taught to me in my life by a woman, a grandmother. And my parents had gone out for dinner. And she came, she caught my hand, I still remember, and she took me out into the garden. Dark garden at night, no lights. No, the government houses have big gardens, quite a big garden. And she took me there and she left me. She said, now you stay here, don't move. And she left. And I watched my grandmother. I remember she was wearing a yellowish sari. I watched her go away. और मेरी मतलब हवा निकल गई कि मतलब आज तो मैं गया. I didn't have the courage to tell my grandmother that, you know, I don't want to stay here, so I stayed. And she went away. She went away probably for 1 or 2 minutes. But for me, it was like 2-3 hours. I was imagining the dog coming to bite me. I was imagining ghosts. I was imagining snakes. I was imagining everything. And then after some time, I remember my legs were even shaking a little bit, and then I saw my grandmother come. And she came and she asked me, so, what are you scared of? So I said, you know, Dadi, I'm scared of that dog. I don't know that he might come and bite me. I'm scared of somebody being in the garden that I don't know. I'm scared of bats. I'm scared of snakes. I'm scared of things I can't see. And she says, no, Rahul, you're not scared of all those things. You're not scared of the darkness. You're not scared of the dog. You're not scared of the bats. You're only scared of your mind. You're only scared of your imagination and what you are thinking. And then she said that, you know, you should not be scared of the darkness, because the truth most often is in the darkness. And if you do not have the courage to face your fear, you do not have the courage to go into darkness, you will not be able to understand the truth. You will not be able to fight for the truth. This is one of the biggest lessons in my life. I use it. It's a political lesson. I didn't realize then. Now, as I get older, I realize it was not only a political lesson, more fundamentally, it was a religious lesson. I didn't understand then, and what she was saying to me was that Satyam Shivam Sundaram. That's what she was saying. She said that I want you to be able to go into the darkness. I want you to be able to go where you're scared. And I want you to see what the truth looks like. And later I realized, my God, by taking me into the garden, she was explaining Shiva to me. She was explaining the central tenet of our religion. She was explaining Satya to me. And in many ways, she was explaining Ahimsa to me. And she said to me, I remember that, listen, truth is painful sometimes. Don't worry about it. Deal with it. And there are some truths that need to be told here today in this house. The first truth is that this is not a women's bill. This is nothing to do with the empowerment of women.